Elliott.
Elliott.
Finally, we got used to doing this, right?
Oh, yes, right.
Like, yeah, just
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah. Last time we decided our gesture.
Yeah.
Yeah. In opening.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, finally, yeah, we did it. Yeah.
We made it.
And so today we are gonna talk about how to study English.
English.
Yeah.
Like, when we started to do this, or like how to, like, the way we study English, we're gonna talk about that.
Yes, right. And so this time, I think um, Ellie's time because she's already an English teacher. And
Yeah,
so,
I am.
Yeah, and so she'd better know the some kind of know-how and
Know-how?
how to learn how to study English and then me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, like, um, let's get back to my, like, childhood. Like, I was kind of a student who only likes English, like among every subject. Like, English is the one that I like the most. Like, my score was like that. Like, everything is just so low. Like, math, Korean, like history, but English is the, like, highest one.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, many friends or, like, many teachers, like, were very curious about, like, Ellie, like, so you're only good at English.
Wow.
But, like, yeah, like, yeah, but except English, like, everything was just so low until I became high school student. And then I started to study another subject because I realized that, oh, like, my scores, like, cannot enter any universities, like, high school student. So, yeah, but English was so interesting and kind of easy for me because I just memorized all the paragraphs for a test, taking a test. So, but, like, I didn't study that much about grammar or reading. I just, like, I just speak all the paragraph, like, again and again. So I memorize,
Yeah.
like, itself. So, yeah, like, when I was until 20, so before university days, I didn't study that much. I just memorized all the things in the
Oh.
textbook. So, like, I had no idea about how the language order or grammar thing. So, yeah, like, that's the story about my back then in high school.
I think that's one of the biggest reason and why and you uh, like English and because uh, actually most of people, including me, um, I really hate studying English because uh, uh, one of hating is memorize and grammar and
Yeah.
vocabularies,
Vocabulary.
yeah, or something. So most of the people they just give up and uh, to reach speaking or listening or uh, really part of an interesting English thing. And so even me, and so I think I was 100 opposite in my school, than you, because I got more and higher score another subject than English.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, totally opposite.
yes, right. At the time,
So you didn't like English that much then now
oh yeah,
when you're young?
yes, right. At the time, I barely had a chance to speak English to another
People?
people. So at the time, and in my case, when I thought English and just 오형식
Oh,
투부정사,
I hate that. I used to hate that.
yeah, and 성문 기본 영어,
That's so basic thing.
yeah. So I really hate that. And at and so back in the day, when my English teacher, when he teach it, taught English and to students, his pronunciation wasn't
Fluency?
good. Yeah,
Your teacher?
yeah. I'm a boy, you
yeah.
are a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but almost in words and grammar. Yeah.
Yeah, like even like I teach grammar to my students. I really don't like teach about teaching about grammar because it's boring.
Oh yeah.
You know, like when we like imagine that we how we learn Korean. I mean, first language. We just learn. We just like we are surrounded by the environment, kind of like Korean environment. Like that's we learn how to learn, but yeah, it's very hard for us to make the English like environment in Korea,
Oh yes.
especially when we are a student, young student.
Yeah. But nowadays is kind of changing.
Yeah, things
Yeah.
are changing.
Yeah, and because many of medias are nearby and ourselves. So if someone have a mind and to study or learn English, and they can watch it and
Yep.
lots of videos on YouTube or Netflix or
Yeah,
something.
there is
Yeah.
YouTube.
So that's one of yeah, a more nice environment and to study English nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so after your 20s, yeah,
It got
yeah,
better.
yeah, how to
And
study.
right before I became 20, like I had a interview to enter a university, and maybe that major was translating English, like 영어 통번역 학과. So I applied that, but you know, like of course, if you want to translate English, you should speak English. But at the interview, like I was so nervous, and maybe like at that time, like I had no chance to speak in English. I was just good at test, memorize everything. So like I couldn't say a word at the interview. Like, oh, so like I realized that, oh my God, like I studied a lot and my English score was not that bad, but wow, I cannot say a word in English. So I was kind of very shocked about my like yeah situation. You know, like speaking and taking a test
Yeah.
were totally different, right?
Yes, right. And most of people, yeah, deal like you.
Yeah, Korean students.
Yeah.
So like anyway, I enter a university and my major is just English. So the time when I start start be able to speak English was when I was 21. I um I became a like part-time teacher
Oh.
at the like language school.
Yeah.
But like so there like there is a native speaker.
Oh.
And that was the first time that I meet native speaker like in person. So my English name is Ellie. So like the first like talking was like this. Hey, like hi, like nice to meet you. I'm Ellie.
Yeah.
And then he asked me,
Yeah.
oh, and why is your name Ellie? And then I don't know. I of course there's a reason why I choose the name Ellie, but oh, you know, like I can say a thing at the time, but like after that, like I practice a lot with Tangled Rapunzel animation. Like
Yeah.
so, I made a script book,
Yeah.
and then like I just watched that movie again and again. And then I started to watch American sitcom How I Met Your Mother and Friends. So yeah, those sitcoms are my English teacher. Yeah.
Yes, that's one of um
Like popular method.
yeah, yes, right. Nice method to learn English.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and in my case, uh, I have good memory of English, and when I was in middle school,
Oh.
yeah, at the time, and I went to, oh yeah, middle school or no, I think exactly elementary school, 5 or 6 grade. So at the time I went to taekwondo, and there were um, there was one foreign person, yeah,
Oh.
in taekwondo.
Your friends or
No, he was already adult. Yeah, I was just 11 or 12. Yeah, and but at the time I totally didn't know English, but uh, you know the keys every kids has some kind of curious thing and to foreign person.
Yep.
Yeah. So uh, sometime we met on the street. Yeah. I
you're
just
running.
yeah. I just said hi. Yeah, with my friend and hi, hello, and then,
And
yeah, that was over.
yeah,
It's
instead of
over. Yeah, and then just um pass him and but next time we met and uh, same situation and hi
and then
yeah
just stop
yeah
talking.
just stop but there was a really funny memory to me uh, but um, in my case I uh, I studied English in my middle school. So that means, and I didn't know even alphabet in my elementary school. Yeah. So I started to study English and from middle school.
Oh.
Yeah. And um, so I think um, when I studied English first time, and I had got really um, curious thing, interesting thing, and to of English, but later then, and um, as you know, most of an English class uh, is equal grammar or
Yeah.
vocabulary class.
Yeah.
So I was getting losing in my interesting of English. So after then, when I was 20, at the time I decided to uh, go to what I call the some kind of English and military service.
English military
어,
service.
그 미군이랑 같이 이렇게 근무할 수 있는?
카투사?
맞아. That's right, 카투사.
카투사.
Yeah, 카투사. So I wanted to apply in the 카투사, and but that's one of condition and was over 800 scored.
토익?
Yeah, of
Oh,
TOEIC.
yeah, I
Yeah.
heard about that
Yeah.
before.
Yes, right. And but it was too hard to me.
For me as well.
Yeah. So that's one, and that's my first fail memory.
First fail memory.
Yeah.
Failure is still important.
Oh, yes, right.
That means you just, at least you are trying.
And then second, after military service and came back to university. So at the time, if I wanna apply some kind of course, I should have enough TOEIC score. And but back in the day, and it was really hard to get TOEIC score.
Yeah.
And so
I really hate TOEIC
Yeah,
because
yes,
we
right.
know like
yeah,
100 like questions listening, right? If I remember right, like listening like too long, like and then like after that just reading and grammar thing, just too many questions, and even for me like I don't like. I mean like I like speaking and I don't know about like I like listening though, but so like I had to get the like over 800 score when I was about to graduate, but like maybe like my highest score was 8 like 20 or something. But yeah, that was my high score, and then after that I couldn't get any score like higher than that. And you know, like TOEIC score is just like 2 years. You know, like expiration date,
oh really?
just 2 years,
Yeah,
and
I
then
didn't
just
know
like
that.
score just
Yeah.
gone. And even like I cannot check how I like how much score did I get. I cannot check.
Oh,
Like everything was just gone
yeah.
after 2 years.
Oh, oh my God.
Yeah, like TOEIC, so
And
or
so,
IBM
yeah, and so there was my second fail,
failure.
yeah, of TOEIC. After that, after graduating my university, so I prepared to enter some kind of company, and so everyone prepared and get more high score of TOEIC at the time. So I was one of them, and so uh, 3 or 4 months I had studied really hard in 유수연 토익 학원.
No, what is that?
Oh, and but
Was
yeah.
that famous one?
Oh yes,
유수연
유수연.
토익학원?
She is really a famous TOEIC teacher. But wow, and around 650, there was my high score. Yeah, and I was really struggled to get more high score of TOEIC, and so I always put earphone on my ear and to listen and some kind of English
Practice?
Yeah, practice word English and question word listening part.
LC.
Yeah, essay.
Listening comprehension.
And but it it barely helped me. So after 3 months and yeah, 650, there was my final score. So there was my third failed. And so at the time, English and English, it doesn't occupy some kind of part of my life anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
And but then after 2 years, yeah, on coincidence, and I went to I got a job and in some kind of guest house in front of Incheon Airport.
No.
Yeah, and so I have I had more chance and to meet foreign people. So at the time, I start to be interested in English, and because my my boss, my boss,
At the time.
yeah, at the time my boss, and she she could speak English really well.
Korean?
Yeah, Korean. Yeah, and so wow. When I watch it, when I saw her, wow, she's really yeah nice, and she was really awesome.
No.
Yeah, to speak English
Fluently.
to foreign people naturally. Wow, 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 wow. And so I I just heard some kind of short sentence and to her. After that, foreign people came to my guest house. Yeah, I said uh, same sentence. Yeah, for guide. Yeah, that's my some kind of turning point in study English.
Yeah, like I feel like when someone want to study something, like I think there should be the time like realizing like wow, like that is so good. Like I want to be like
Yeah.
that. Like that moments. Yeah, we need those kind of
Yeah,
moments.
that's right. And so, um, back in the day, um, I just, um, I just know uh, some of the sentence, and then I spoke yeah, and one or two sentence to foreign people, and um, yeah, they accept and my English. There was wow.
Wow,
You
moment.
got it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Oh, really?
Really?
Okay, come here. So, yeah, at the time I was getting
Better.
bigger, my proud of some kind of English. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're still trying.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And so after that, um, I was in photo studio. So I couldn't uh, uh, should I step the yeah I wanna I wanna catch the uh, English. So I went to some kind of an English institute. Yeah, in yeah where is located in Incheon. Yeah, because my photo studio was located in Incheon.
Oh.
Yeah. So at the time, I went to uh, English morning English class, 7 to 8.
7 to 8, that's too early.
Yes, right, 7 to 8, and 2 or 3 months.
For two
Yeah,
or
two
three
or
months.
3 months. Yeah, and but at the time that English class was uh, same method to another TOEIC or yeah that institute because uh, my teacher gave me some kind of vocabulary list paper.
Oh, wait, like, do you like memorizing vocabulary? No, not that much.
No, yeah,
Not really.
yeah.
Like I used to like that when I was little, but I don't like that anymore. But and then like now we're just practicing or speaking, um like when we speak English, we don't need that much vocabulary compared to reading. Reading, like we have to know a lot of that. But yeah, like I feel like I don't memorize vocabularies anymore. And my level is just like 고1, 고2. Like, like reading part is pretty hard because like high school English reading is pretty high level.
Oh, yes, right.
Like because like they like 지문을 논문이나 그런 전문 expertise 그런 데서 떼우니까 their level is pretty high.
Yes, I
We
already.
never use
Yeah,
that kind of
yeah.
vocabulary when
Yes,
we speak.
yes, right. I already watched it in some kind of situation and on YouTube, and because another foreign native speaker, they just watch it and Koreans and 수능.
Yeah, I know
문제.
that.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. It's a really yeah, high school student.
Can solve that
Yeah.
kind of problem.
Test. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty high level.
Yeah. That's why.
Even like when I teach 고3 and when I read that paragraph, like even in Korean, I mean like translation, like I have to like study even in Korean. That's hard.
That's right. And so, if you are on didn't if you are beginner yeah of English how to study English?
I mean like
Yeah.
what is my recommendation?
Yes, right.
I think like at least people should meet native speaker. I mean like like these days like there are a lot of method like language exchange meeting in like Hongdae or like somewhere in Seoul. I mean like there are so many chances to meet foreign people or at least Korean who can study English, who can speak English. So yeah, that chances are very important. Yeah. Or like study abroad. That is the best way, but like money problem.
Oh, yes, right. But yeah, my recommendation is actually listening and lots of English videos. Yeah, because English is totally different when you just study English and grammar or vocabulary part at the time and so most of Korean English test essay part that English is that English pronunciation or speed is actually not real, just some kind of for test.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen one. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Very
yeah.
slow.
She is blah 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 something. Well, he is blah blah something. Yeah, and but uh, you know, most of native speaker or someone who can speak English, they didn't speak and like and test, yeah, including me. So if you are get used to listen and English test and speaking, and you couldn't accept real English and pronunciation or dialogue or something. So I think the first one, and you should accept a real English and yeah, uh, live dialogues or thing. So you should listen lots of videos or YouTube's or Netflix or yeah, something. That's one of my recommendation. Yeah.
And plus, like when you watch something, I mean, like add the English subtitle. I mean, not in Korean. English subtitle is like so much helpful for me when I watch like Friends. Like I always I always watch that with English subtitle, and then like I just watch.
And so when I started to when I really started to study English, uh, there were lots of method, and one of them was 영화 100번 보기, yeah. 또는 책 한 권 외우기,
Oh,
yeah. And but I chose 영화 100번 보기, yeah.
what did you watch?
About time,
How about time?
yeah, about time.
That's a good
yeah,
one.
Yeah, because I really loved that movie, and so at the time I studied an oral and script,
That's good.
yeah, and translations, yeah, oral and scripts and line, and then I had heard, I had listened and about time and total over 100 times, and but important thing is I barely remembered exact the film's line or sentence or something, and but I was getting accept their real English and what should I say that and the some kind of nuance or pronunciation word, yeah, something, yeah,
Yeah, listenings are very helpful.
yeah, yes, right. And after that, uh, someone said that you should uh, uh, you have to get more listening time and about over 2만 시간, 3만 시간, and so after that uh, I always put my earphone and to listen and English, so that was really help to me. Yeah. After that, I used to listen and some kind of podcast. Yeah. Tableau's podcast.
Who?
Tableau.
Tableau.
Tableau podcast.
Epic High.
Yes, right. And nowadays, Tableau doesn't record and doesn't update and podcast. But about 1 or 2 years, and he had updated
His podcast.
his podcast and in English, so that was really helpful.
Oh.
Yeah, because
I should listen
yeah.
that.
And most of people already knew him, and so he didn't talk and serious theme.
Just casual.
Yeah,
like-
casual, and I really love Marvel and Spider-Man, Jordan or something. Yeah.
So like he talked about that kind of movie where
Yes. That's right. And so, uh, when I restart and the English and I was too hard to listen and English radio or podcast. Yeah, because at the time and I almost uh, I almost uh, didn't get um, that's mean.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
What that means?
yeah. And nowadays, yeah, I think when I listen English radios and around uh, over 50 or 60%, and but uh, yeah, I just try to get uh, 80 or 90%, and but it's still really hard to reach that level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like our level is very, I mean, it is hard for us to like increase our English level. Is we can speak and we can listen, but like when people study languages, just level is like this. So like
Yeah,
yeah,
yes, right.
but we should
Yeah.
still practice.
Yeah. And so uh, I think the listening part is our biggest and occupied and studying English.
Yeah, listening part.
Yeah. And because grammar or
Grammar is not that
vocabulary,
important when we speak.
oh yeah, or speaking is after someone can listen and over 50%, and yeah, um, sure he can learn more faster speaking or grammar or vocabulary or something, and but or reading, but listening is too hard. Yeah, so I recommend you just decide just one film or video thing, and so you rewatch over uh, 100 times and uh, remember all of sentence or word or lines uh, that was not important. Yeah, you just get wow, English is totally different to Korean. Yeah, you just felt like that there was the already uh, success and to get more one step. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's how we study English and our recommendation.
Yeah, and so nowadays, if I uh, didn't listen English anymore, and I couldn't speak English, and I couldn't read English, and all thing is what should I say, related part. So yeah, I try to listen English in uh, 20 or uh, 30 minutes and uh, a day. So yeah, so that's another and all of thing and like that, and yeah. And we always and you about the sentence no pain no gain.
It has been a long time since I
Yeah.
like listened that phrase.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
no pain, no gain.
Yes. Right.
That's true.
Yeah. That is really true.
Yeah, just hang in there. Like,
Okay. Right. Okay.
okay.
응원할게.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Good.
Anything else?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you guys and watching and for our videos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And actually, we decided to
Yeah, make a pause.
make a
For a
pause.
while.
Yeah, for a while, and then we don't know when we make
Resume.
next videos, and but then till then,
Take care.
yeah, take care and yeah, study hard.
We should.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Until then.
until then.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.